Got one!
Innocents! Innocents! Innocents!
Shit, Charity. It was a disaster. The kid was arrested.
I'm sorry, Roy. He seemed like a real nice kid, really. The attack was stupid, but I already knew it didn't work.
You got a lot of good information, apparently.
Some young person came here to hide just after. Judy. She told me what happened. And there's also someone sniffing around your place. A girl who works for the General.
That'd be Devotion. She's his right-hand man, armed, from what I understand.
My poor Roy. You have to decide. You're going to need allies if you want to help the boy. And scenes I doubt the Resistance can put up with honor and vice versa. You should go talk to the two women. See what they suggest.
The lady's right, Roy. We're going to need friends. Especially with all these people after us.
The lady's always right, Sugar. Go find the two girls. You'll see what they have to say.
Roy! I'm happy to see you. Even if Marco doesn't agree, I know we'll need you.
Like you needed innocence.
Please, hear me out. You can't imagine how sorry I am about his arrest, but he wanted to take part in the attack. I think maybe we can help him escape when they decide to execute him. With your help, I'm sure we can do it. You know how important our ideas are to him. Marco didn't welcome you right, and he's still suspicious of you, but he's not the only one who makes decisions around here. Let's save him together, and then you can join us. We'll leave for Green Hope as soon as we free him. We hope we can weaken the Technomancers there.
That girl looks like she really believes what she's saying. But who is she?
That's Judy, one of the leaders of the Resistance. They're the people who are fighting against the politics here, and especially against the omnipotence of the Technomancers.
But you're one, and so am I. Do they hate us? Maybe we should say no. Once they've used us, they'll surely kill us.
I swear that won't happen. You're not like the ones who rule us. We're crushing the people of Aurora.
Let me have a bit more time to think about it.
All right, but think fast. I don't think they'll wait long before they execute him.
Hey, Roy. You need me?
Come on, follow me. I need your help.
No way. I'm with you.
Greetings, Mr. Temperance. I've been ordered to see if you've thought things over.
It's not really a good time. One of my friends,
We know, so the General has a proposal for you. He can save the young man if you decide to work for him. The Technomancers aren't strong enough yet to counter his decisions. Join us and he'll live. On the other hand, I have to warn you that after saving him, we'll have to leave Shadowlair for a mission in Green Hope.
What the hell is this all about? And who is this android? Her bodywork looks alright, but she seems kind of weird.
Tenacity. Meet Devotion. She works for General Honor Grant, who suggested I join him.
And now he's pretty persuasive with the kid in the hands of the Technomancers. Nah. If he can stop people tracking us, sounds like a pretty good deal.
I hope the General will keep his word. If he does, you can count on me. I'll go to Green Hope with you.
Innocent Smith, on your feet, follow me.
I've had your friend removed from the Source prison. For the time being, the Technomancers are unable to do anything to stop me.
Where is he?
I'm taking you to him. I had him transferred here, the Ministry. Do you want to go in?
No. If I do, he'll hate me. I betrayed his cause, his ideals, and he'll see it right away.
You were only fighting back legally and effectively. And you saved his life.
I doubt he'll see things the same way. Even if you fight the Technomancers, you closed your eyes on the deaths of the militia, and that's the only thing that matters to him. You should release him. He doesn't need to know I'm behind it all.
I can't release him right now. What do you think his friends would think if they saw him freed? They'd think he betrayed him. And they'd kill him.
You're probably right, but he can't stay here. He's still too close to the Technomancers. Send him to Shade Valley or some other small city, a long way away from all this shit.
All right. Devotion will escort him. There's nothing more you can do for him now. Ah, one thing. He had this notebook on him when he was arrested. There's a lot about you in it. Here, keep it.
Where are you taking me? Why wasn't I killed? Please, I need to know. Are you taking me to a work camp? You know, Roy? Temperance?
Forget it. Enjoy the trip.
I've read this diary that Innocence kept, which Honor has given to me. Everything he went through since he got to camp is in it. His story is moving, even if I realize that maybe I didn't make him hard enough, preparing for what was waiting here. He talked about the people he met, what we did. He even wrote whole pages on what I did since he joined the Resistance. I knew the Resistance had good sources, but I didn't think he'd hear about me helping the craftsman clean out his workshop. Nor that Mary and Tenacity were with me now. In fact, I was a bit embarrassed to realize that I was the hero of the book. Maybe that's why I feel kind of obliged to keep it going. I have to finish this story, so he can read it for himself when he comes back from exile. There we are. Green Hope. You know, it's not that different from what I've seen in other places. The dusty old hydroponics farm, crumbling under the wind and the war. When you think of everyone who died here for this. I was kind of expecting something greener, less desperate too.
There was a lot of fighting here during the war. Lots of the buildings were destroyed. It was probably a lot more like you pictured it before. but I don't think we should hang around. General Honor is waiting for us in the western part of the town. You're surprisingly soft. Why leave your enemies alive? Didn't they attack you?
That shock you?
When I carry out a mission for the General, I have to admit I don't put on the kid gloves. I'm just a bit surprised, that's all.
What point is there in killing these people? What, for their serum? I've already beaten them. They're out of it. They won't be in any hurry to attack me again.
When you put it that way, I understand better.
Bloody vermin! Fucking slackers! They should never be left wandering around the village anyway. Gotta leash train them. Stealing our stocks. Maybe we should have mentioned we wanted tamed mutants, not a bunch of wild beasts or damn robbers. We should just make an example of them. Kill them! That's all they deserve!
Well, hey! Another guy from Shadow Lair!
Yeah, that a problem?
No. It's even becoming a regular thing with all those technomancers and their guards who showed up. But you're a civilian, and with what's happening around here...
What's wrong?
They found a dead kid in the village. Pretty girl, and it wasn't natural. She had this weird expression, and she was holding a strange coin. Looked like a relic, but some guy said no, it was too new. Fact remains that now people are looking over their shoulders, especially at new faces.
I get the feeling I've heard this somewhere before. And, are there a lot of new faces around?
Well, apart from technomancers, guards, you and your friends, that's not bad for a start. But yeah, there's another guy. Keeps to himself pretty much. But he's being watched, just like you.
That man is a danger to society and the balance. We should...
Find him ourselves and make him pay for all that? Absolutely.
Bloody vermin! Fucking slackers!
Aye.
Sorry, but it's not exactly a good day for us.
What's going on?
Those bloody mutants stole some of our food. Not like we produce much, anyway. It's going to make things really hard. They deserve to get put down, damn animals. As if they didn't have enough with what we give them.
I can go see them, work this thing out.
That would be great. We need to get back what they stole and punish them. We can't let them get away with it. But, if you could avoid killing them, just teach them a lesson. I got a bit carried away earlier, but we need the labor.
I don't understand why this guy can't deal with his mutants himself. He's responsible for them, after all.
I'll do my best.
Hey, a new face. On your way to rebuild the farm? Need equipment?
Show me what you have to sell.
With pleasure.
Go to Camp 19. Did he escape?
How do you know that?
We know because we had friends there. We are from Abundance. We were. Thank you for helping them. Many died, but some joined Aurora. They are content. They are treated better. We are proud to meet the man who helped the mutants. Will he help us, too? It's almost like Abundance here.
What are you talking about?
You must speak to the Chief. He will tell you. He knows Aurora better. He comes from Aurora.
All right, I'll go see him. Can we talk about something else? You say you belonged to Abundance before. How is that possible?
We already worked at Green Hope before the war. During the fighting, we helped carry bags. When the fighting stopped, we hid. We hoped Aurora would be better, but we were wrong. It may be better in other places, but not here.
You must know Green Hope really well.
We know some things, yes, but the men learned quickly. They do not need to learn from us.
Too bad. I'm sure you know more than you're saying.
We don't know how to know if we know more or less than the men think we know.
Forget it. I'm going. See ya.
Can we do something?
Where are you from?
We are from Good Source, far from here.
Yeah, I see where Good Source is. Pretty amazing, actually. Why'd they bring you here?
We know hydroponics. Good Source is like Green Hope. So they brought us here to do the same work.
I didn't know they were using you as specialists. Guild's making progress. How's it going with the villagers?
Not very good. But it is not our fault. They do not give us food. We work a lot, but without food it is difficult. So we ask, and they hit us. We ask for more, but we are hungry.
I see. Where did you put what you stole?
The mutants must eat too, like the men. They have enough to eat.
Explain yourself.
The men were given much stock by the guild, very much, to eat and sow. They also received the mutants, us, for help, but they gave us nothing to eat. The mutants must eat too, otherwise we die, like the men. They have enough to eat. Why do they give us nothing?
Okay, I get it. I know you need to eat. Maybe I can help you balance things up a bit.
We do not understand. You are a man.
Yes, I'm aware of that, thanks. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I'll see you already ate what you took. I'll probably have to tell them that I punished you too, but you'll have to play along.
This is unexpected, man. If you do this, you will be saving us, and...
Yes?
Many of us are sick, as we have not had food for a long time, and... May the man forget me. I should not ask for more than what he has already given us.
Well, just tell me about it instead of beating around the bush.
If the man could also find us some medicine, it would be very, very kind.
I'll see what I can find.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, man. Can we help?
Where are you from?
Most of us came here at the same time as the men from Aurora, sent by the guild to work here, to rebuild the structures, carry loads, help in the fields. Before, we were in Shade Valley, and others were in Shadowlair. We belong to the guild. They send us where they want. Some were already here, from Abundance.
Any info on Green Hope?
It's a place where a lot of men died. When we arrived, there were still bodies, and holes everywhere. Many broken things. The ground is rich, but it's a place of death. Never at peace now. The ground has tasted blood, and it will want more. But that is merely what we think.
I have to go. Bye.
Roy, I wanted to tell you. I'm sorry about the child. I know that he was like an apprentice for you.
Thanks, Mary. That's nice of you. I was wondering, Have you already come here to Greenholm?
No, never. I heard about it, of course. The battles here were so big. Abundance didn't want to lose the place. It was such a key part of their strength. But that's all.
I want to tell you something. Later, Mary.
Hey, Roy. You need me?
I wanted to know... You ever go to Greenhope?
Yeah, ages ago. Still part of Abundance at the time. I was looking for a guy who was passing himself off as a farm worker. Changed a lot since then. I doubt what I know from back then is still good. Sorry, buddy.
There's something else I want to add. Later.
Roy, good to see you going at it. We're going to have some work here.
Why come here? What's so special at Greenholm? Apart from the mass grave, of course.
My contacts informed me that the Technomancers opened a kind of work site here. I wanted to investigate further, but I was told from up top, right up top, that I should keep out of it. Obviously, that made me curious. We were only supposed to rebuild here, nothing to interest the Technomancers. I want you to look around this special site. Tell me what it really is. I can't let them work here without knowing why.
All right. I'll go look into it.
What do you want to know?
How did you learn that the Technomancers had opened a specific site here?
Devotion isn't the only person working for me, you know. And a lot of the others are keeping an eye on the source undercover.
I'm going. Later.
What can I do for you?
I wanted to ask you.
I was born in Shadowlair and lived there most of my life. Even if since the war, I've been doing a bit of traveling, of course. But I was always a citizen of Aurora. What about you?
I was born in Shadowlair too. I basically grew up at the source and then ran away as soon as I could.
I see.
How'd you start working for the General? You're really young.
I crossed paths with the General when I was about 10. Took me on as a messenger, and as I got older, he gave me more and more things to do.
Are you and he... lovers?
No, we never have been. The General has always been very respectful. But why are you asking?
I was only curious. Maybe a little too much. Let's change the subject. You said the General took you under his wing when you were really young. Don't you have a family?
My parents died when I was around 10, just after my brother disappeared. I'm an orphan.
How did it happen?
My mother had an accident at work. They said she was nowhere near as careful as she used to be, and my father became an alcoholic. He died just after he more or less put me in with a friend of his from the army, General Honor Grant.
And how did your brother disappear?
I don't know what happened. I was still really young. He was just a toddler, and one day he disappeared. My parents said he was kidnapped. It's a touchy subject. I'd rather talk about something else.
What do you think about the Resistance's cause?
They're agitators. They only want chaos. The guild is already teetering, and without a general, it would have fallen already. Sure, they're not as dangerous as the Technomancers, but they raise havoc, which is something we don't need right now.
Do you know this place well?
I came here with the general during the war. It's one of the most productive hydroponic sites in the region. I mean, it was. The war did a lot of damage to the installations, but it's still a key place for a guild. If it were restored, it'd be an incredible source of wealth.
What do you think about the Technomancers?
It seems difficult to generalize with you, but most of the ones I've met are unstable, egotistical, and hungry for power. But of course, I understand that with the training you get, and the gift that makes you different, it's gotta change the way you act.
You think I'm like them?
No. Probably because you left the source.
Or maybe I left the source because I wasn't like them.
True. I didn't look at it that way. Sorry if I insulted you.
You've known the General for ages. What can you tell me about him?
He's an excellent strategist and a soldier at heart. Sometimes he's real strict, even hard, but he's always thinking about Aurora. He defends the Guild like it was his mother, and I defend him.
Why do you defend him like that? What ties you to him?
Even though he's not always been that warm with me, he raised me since I was 10. And that's a good enough reason in my eyes, and he's a man who generates loyalty.
You're a unique person, Devotion. Beautiful and, terrifying.
Why are you telling me that? Do you like me?
Yeah, I like you a lot. Does that upset you?
No, not at all. I'm not really used to that kind of thing. I like you too, but I don't think we should be talking about that here, do you?
I wanted to tell you something else.